Yet, here's the locked door, the curious roots that are locking the door. Can't remember who the if we ever have actually found the historian. If we got the desk aller, that let us open or should have let us open the rusted room. Yet, because this room had a lock on it that was rusted over because of the water that's dripping down it. So use the rust remover and the key to be able to get in here. In which I think we found some photos in a satchel, one of which was of Cassandra's kid, the celebrity. Or the celebrity's kid, the celebrity being Cassandra. Which helped us knock them back into a state of understanding who they were. I don't think there's a huge amount else I need to do in this room. Filtered watches don't need any. It's fair. Yet. So I can't seem to think anything else. I can't see anything else I need to do in here. Are you the historian? I've already been through this. Now you're the Duke. I'm looking for the historian. Are you the historian? Need to get past that door. How can I do that? You expect me to tell you? Well, there are lies at stake. Man, I will. Look at that poor woman, the blood. There may be more inside. Man, but Will, there is a dead man in the other room. Time is running out. Have some fucking humanity. Man, all right. All right. Man, you need to find the right symbol, the right shape. That's what the artist is trying to find, and the sculptor was trying to find. We'll go on. Man, the thing is, I think they are being too complex. The power within is vowed, very old. And the greatest powers have the simplest symbols. They need to be instantly recognizable. Will. So what's the symbol? Man, I don't know. I've tried many. You are free to try as well. It needs to be the older symbol. But I've tried circles, crosses, what could be older? And I don't know, as a historian, who would? Well, I'll find someone. Where do I put the symbol? Man, now that I'm sure of. Now that I am sure of, it must be drawn on the root somehow. Try to get some of the artist's paint. That's the best way. And if you fire way in, please. His smile was wide, showing yellow teeth. Take me with you. So we need to get some of the artist's paint. How do I do that? Will, I need some of your paint. Artist, go away. Will, it's important. Lives are at stake. Artist, art is at stake. Will, there must be something I can give you for some paint. Artist, I have something. As close as I am to her, I am starved of nature down here. Bring me some nature, and I will give you paint. Will, what do you mean, artist? Work it out, detective. I was hoping I could maybe find something. Like a plant or something I could make an impression of on the clay. Okay. So I need to wet the clay to make it wet so I can put it in the mold for some reason. I soak the clay in the water. I used the clay to mold to form 2 perfect balls of clay. Okay. I was hoping I might have been able to harden the clay in the fire. But that obviously did not work. Will, sir? Man. Yes, young man? Man. Will, as a scholar, what would you say is the oldest symbol known to humanity? Man, now that is certainly an interesting question. I suppose, what would you define a symbol as? The Egyptian Ankh is around 3,000 years old, but that is by no means the oldest. There were cuneiform tablets in the Uruk, the first known written language, and that was 5,000 years ago. The Mesopotamians represented a deity called Amzu, with a two-headed eagle, and that was 6,000 years ago. There are other examples, going back to cross-hatching as far back as 1 and 20,000 years ago, but could these be considered symbols or marks? No, to my eyes, the earliest symbol, the earliest true indication of humanity, is the handprint. Okay. I'm mixing simpler and getting a picture on the roots even. I mean, this guy has some flowers. Maybe that counts as something. So maybe we're gonna have to get flowers from him, means we're gonna have to do something for him to get the flowers. Will, can I have those flowers? Man, my bouquet? Perhaps. Bring me a weapon, something regal, then we will trade. Now be gone. Will, watch yourself. What a regal weapon. Bet, like, that would be like a sword or something. Can't imagine the Colt 1911 would be a regal weapon. But I mean, I also don't know much about actually, you know, how regal guns are. Is there any other weapon-like thing that we can pick up anywhere? Because I can't see any. Man doesn't have anything, maybe. No. He does not. I don't really want to give him my gun, but maybe I have to. Although I can't tell if this is gonna be one of those, like, quest chain things where I have to get something else. But I have to talk to the bleeding woman and get weapon from her. Do you know a weapon? I mean, you're the celebrity. So. Yet. That's not helpful. So maybe that my gun is the only thing. Give him, can I? No. So the gun obviously isn't the right answer. Why isn't it showing me my inventory thing up here? Have I messed the game up a little bit somehow? Oh, no. There we go. None of these seem to count as weapons. Can I make anything out? Can I get rid of anything to get rid of the glass? Will Detective Luna have any information about what could be a regal weapon? No. More of a priest? I might have to just try starting using everything with everything else again. So do you know where I can get a regal weapon? No. Can't use anything I've currently got on him. That's odd. It has two different options. Storage case, open storage case. Except if you click on either of them it says it's open, but even though one of them is marked as being open, the other one is not. Let's see if I can know. There's nothing obvious that's catching my eye that could be a weapon. I think I've probably already tried taking everything previously. And, yet, can't go anywhere else in here. White milk and wine. Bread, milk, and wine. I don't know what those are relating to. I might give you some balls. No? Must be something I'm just not seeing that I can click on, I guess. Because I can't leave this place, and there's only 3 areas to go. Well, 3 plus 4, 5, 6. So you're meant to paint a handprint of blood somewhere on this thing, but... But to do that, I need to get a weapon to give to the janitor, not to the janitor, to the give to the Duke so that he can give me his flowers, so I can give it to the artist to get the paint. Unless I'm missing something, there is somewhere else I can go. Or something else I must be able to click on that I'm just not noticing. What would it be? Nothing else. I did kinda think that my gun would be it. I think I've tried talking to everyone about it as well. What's beyond that door? I think I've already asked that as well. Nothing that makes it clear that I can use anything together. This is one of the first puzzles or one of the first parts of this game that I actually feel genuinely kinda stumped on. I mean, you can't interact with a fire barrel because you don't want to burn your hands. Does that mean to suggest you can do something with a fire barrel maybe? I am not sure. I've looked at all of these multiple times, so it can't be there. Is there anything in the janitor's closet maybe? Although I don't think it would be. Because you go to the janitor's closet first to get into the equipment storage. Must just be missing some. What could be missing, though? Mean, unless it is a pixel hunting thing. And I just can't see where it is. I'm thinking you might have injured yourself with, like, a knife or something. I mean, is a knife legal, maybe? You're waiting to see something. I have to count his eyeballs or something. What? That was the answer, really. And now I've got them. Okay. I really disliked that puzzle. As far as I'm aware, I can't remember her actually mentioning she wanted eyeballs. She just wanted to be able to see, so that was a little bit of a leap. I've right. Yet, that was not great. Up until then, though, the game's actually been really enjoyable. More blood. Something was ahead. A red pulsing plant was sprouting out of a dead body. I heard laughter ahead. I knew I should have turned back, but yet. She was still alive. So many dead, and in the dark, a huge shape loomed. Freeze. I said hold it. I'll shoot. What the fuck? Somehow, I was alive. The fire spread quickly, and then through the smoke, I saw it following me. Why won't you die? Oh God, Stanhope, listen to my voice. Well, what? Officer, listen to me. You need to step back from the edge. Will. Braintree? Braintree. You've lost it in memory. You need to snap out of it. Will. Where am I? Officer Braintree, you're in the ruins of a factory. You need to let me help you. It shouldn't be this fast. Well, fast. Office of Braintree. There's something inside you. Well, I can see it. It's here. Well, what are you? Officer Braintree, Stanhope. So we do have an ad break coming up in about 5 or 6 minutes. Just letting you know. The landscape was warm and cloying and mercifully quiet. After the barrage that my senses has taken, it was almost a relief. I took a moment to catch my breath. And then a voice drifted towards me over the dunes. Voice Will. Stammer Heather. Voice, I'm here, Will. Come to me. Her voice was just as I remembered it. Voice. I'm voicing for you. What if she was trapped here in this wasteland? I had to know. There's a structure in the distance, black stone against red sand. Voice. I'm waiting. I could see a path downwards. Voice. Will. Join me. I miss you. Stanhope, where are you? Voice behind the gate. Stand up. I voice behind the gate. Voice behind the gate, behind the gate, behind the gate. Ben, welcome back, Will. Stanhope. Ben? Ben, it's great to see you looking healthy. That was a close one. Ben, how did I get here? I mean, stand up, stand up. How did I get here? Ben, your guess is as good as mine. Stanhope. I remember the factory and brain tree. Am I dead? Ben. I don't think so. Stanhope, then what is this? Ben, it may be a situation safety or maybe not. I don't think it matters. You need to focus on what's next. What do you want? Stanhope. I just want some answers. Ben, the answer is inside you, Will, and I don't mean that in some after-school special way. Standard. What do you mean? Ben, it's in your blood. It's in your blood, and it's growing. Use the word. Stanhope. What the hell is it? Tell me. Ben, I wish I could, but the show is over. Stanhope. What? Ben. Goodbye. Braintree. How are you feeling? It's damn Hope. Okay. We're on a break. Okay. We should be back. It was Braintree. There was a huge red diamond tattooed on his chest, the same diamond that Serena Shalaner had been inked with. I feel my head's going to explode, and my hand, it's what the hell is that on the table? Brain injury. Stay calm. Braintree, stay calm. Stanhope, get these hopes off me, Braintree. Braintree. Let's just keep them on for the time being just in case. You've been very busy, Haven't you? We've been watching you with interest. Stanhope, you need to let me go right now. Luna will be looking for me. Braintree, maybe, but not here. Stanhope, are you going to kill me? Braintree. No. Why would I? I just need to discuss something with you. I wish you no harm. Braintree. There's very strong ropes, kid, and you won't find a mistake in my knots. Stanhope. How did I get here? I was at the Loscardo prosthetics factory. It's Braintree. Yes. You were. That's where I found you. I stopped you from falling to your death. What else do you remember? Stanhope. I can't be sure. What happened? Braintree. Now that is an interesting question. I suspect what I saw would be different to what you saw. Stanhope, and what did you see? Braintree. You first, detective. I wasn't sure if I should play his game, but I eventually decided that if he had wanted to kill me, he would have already, or else he would have left me in that cursed factory. Stanhope. I was hallucinating. I saw a memory of the last time I was there. "1986, I believe." Stanhope. Yes. There were bodies there. People who had disappeared. There were plants, red plants growing out of them. There were roots in a tree or something like a tree. Braintree's eyes seemed to well up. Braintree. Beautiful. Stanhope. You know all this, though, don't you? Braintree. Yes. Stanhope. Was it your doing? Braintree. Me? No. Certainly not. I didn't join the Heritors until around a year ago. The Heritors. Not a name I had heard before. It bore the typical faux mystique of a cult. Braintree. Please don't stop there. I know there's more. Stanhope. Fine. I saw a man. He was tall in a long coat with a top hat. He attacked me. Braintree. Is that what you remember? Are you sure that he didn't reach out to you? Stanhope. I fired my gun, but I hit a tank of flammable gas. Braintree, you started the fire. Stanhope, yes. And I would do it again. There was a flash of something in his eyes. Disappointment. Stanhope. I was trying to get out, then I saw a creature, red, long limbs, its eyes bled, black fluid. He smiled. Braintree. And then? Heather? No. The journey to the Black Gate was for me to keep to myself for now. Stanhope. That's all. Braintree. What did you do after that in 1986? Stanhope, Iran. Braintree, of course. Stanhope, how did you know I was at the factory anyway? Were you following me? Braintree, of course. We have been for a long time. I saw you at my house, and I saw you spill the ink on your hand. I also saw a man with who was wrong to come to terms with his destiny. Stanhope, there was no such thing as destiny. Braintree. I disagree. We all have a role to play. I have had several, but today, my role is to educate. I have been instructed to give you enough information to make the right choice. Stanhope, what choice? This is. Brain injury. That will become clear. Braintree. That will become clear. This conversation certainly wasn't playing out the way I thought it would. Well, as I wasn't going anywhere, I decided to get any information I could. Stanhope, you said we've been watching you. Who do you mean? Braintree. Interested parties who serve the Pale Queen, Stanhope. The ones with the tattoos, these heritors, Braintree, and their benefactor. Stanhope, the tall man at Los Gatos. Braintree. Yes. Stanhope. So he survived the fire? Who is he? His clothing looked old, out of place. I almost laughed at myself. That had hardly been the most uncanny detail about the events of 1986, and yet... Stanhope. What is his name? Braintree. That is not mine to give. You will know soon enough. Stanhope, what is happening to me, to my hand? What was that thing that crawled out of me? Braintree. An understandable question. It must have been very shocking. Stanhope, don't patronize me. Braintree, that wasn't my intention. I apologize. Do you remember the letter? Stanhope, you sent that? Braintree. I delivered it, but I did not write it. It was written by the benefactor. Stanhope. That was it, wasn't it? That needle infected me with something. Braintree. Infection is such an ugly word. It was a gift, a catalyst for change, one that was unexpectedly hastened when you spilled more ink on your hand at Lascadou. The dosage must have been carefully managed, or else the change, the abscission of the flesh, hastens beyond control. Stanhope, those red tendrils. Braintree. I've removed the vines and slowed the change for now. Stanhope. How? Braintree. I have my ways. Nothing for you to worry about. This is my role. You see, I am a gardener of sorts. The ink brings bliss, but it also can cause growth. You aren't the first that has needed pruning. The shed, those tools, the furnace. Stanhope, you've murdered people, haven't you? A flash of anger crossed his face. Braintree. I have done nothing of the sort. Would you call the pruning of a rose bush in winter to ensure a clean growth in the spring murder? And who exactly has died? No one. Stanhope. What is the red ink made of? What's inside it? Braintree. The ink is given to us by the benefactor. Only he knows its source. Stanhope. Aren't you curious? Christ, you could be injecting people with anything. Stan brain injury. I have faith. Stanhope. Faith is just trust with consequence. It's a fool's game. Braintree. Do you always do that? Stanhope. What? Braintree. Reduce the wonder of this world into cold transactions. Isn't the wonder of life the fact that your own feelings are what matter? Stanhope, truth is what matters. Braintree, to you. But are you happy, detective? Stanhope, what did you do to Serena Shalloner? Braintree. She was given a tattoo with the ink provided by the benefactor, as many others have. She was lost, struggling with dark thoughts, and was relieved of this pain through the gift provided by the ink, the connection it provides to the Pale Queen beyond the gate. Stanhope, you act like it's a blessing, but it ended with her death. Braintree, she changed, but that was not intentional. The benefactor is now very careful with doses ever since the scar died. If those who had been gifted the ink wish to ascend, they must connect to the root of the tree, the gates between worlds. But the sight of that is too much for society to understand. The benefactor has had to weigh up the benefits of helping others with the harm that comes from discovery of our secret. Those costs too. Those who flower are closer to her, but the cost to others who can no longer be gifted with the ink is too high. Stanhope. You want as many people as possible to suffer. Braintree. To benefit, Stanhope. We are not the monsters you think we are. Stanhope. You still haven't told me. What's happened? Braintree. Her medical records hold the answer to that. She had iron deficiency anemia. and it seems the condition was a particularly fertile ground for the growth of the roots, but they did not blossom. Instead, they grew something new, something we haven't seen before, I think. We'll remember that in future. You can be sure of that. Stanhope, what do you want from me? Braintree. Me? Nothing. Honestly, I was concerned only for your welfare. It is the benefactor himself who wishes to offer you a partnership. You are truly honored. Stanhope, a partnership? Are you mad? I brought everything he had to the ground. Braintree, yes. You did. And for a time, he was consumed with understandable rage. But then he realized that being driven by spite was not true to her wishes. She calls all to her paragon or villain. To offer an enemy the kindness he honors offers his friend, that is truly honoring her. Stanhope. What kindnesses does he wish to offer? Braintree. That depends on you. Have you seen the gate? I stayed silent. Braintree, whether you have or not, you certainly will. Beyond it lies your heart's desire. That is what he wishes to grant you. He knows the way to move beyond. Heather, I wanted to denounce his word of madness, mumbo-jumbo concocted by weak-willed fools with inferiority complexes, wishing to have power over their lives. Yet I had been there. I had seen the gate, and I had heard her voice. Stanhope, let's just say for a minute that I believed any of this. Why would he? What would he want from me? Braintree, he recognizes you as a man of talent, intelligent, dogged, and meticulous. We need your help to find someone. You remember Serena Chell Lanner? Of course. I couldn't help myself from laughing. She's dead. You were at the scene of her murder, for Christ's sake. Braintree, you have a very narrow view of existence, detective. That was simply a skin she left behind, a shell. No. Serena Chalaner has not died. Could it be true? Point true. She began to ascend without guidance, without connection. Wherever she is, she must be in agony. Stanhope. Even if that is true, how would I find her? Braintree. She must be somewhere special to her. She will have lost most of her faculties and will be seeking out any comfort she can find. Stanhope. Somewhere you don't know? Braintree. She was only part of our family for a short time. I barely knew her. If you agree to work with us, we would look at what you know of her to find her location and save her. In return, if you do this for her, the benefactor has agreed to meet you. His gritted teeth showed jealousy. Stanhope. And if I refuse, Braintree, you'll remain here for now, and I will ask the benefactor what he wishes to do with you. You will have no way of finding him. So what will it be, Stanhope? Oh God. I don't know which one. I'm annoyed that I can't save it. So if I did replay it, which I certainly will to see what the other option is like, I would probably have to do it from the previous save. And I can't remember how long ago that was. And obviously, if I would imagine that if you don't help him, it's an end of game thing that you will die here, basically. But I know. I don't think I will be able to. I'm hoping it's gonna at least restart here if it is an auto kill, but we'll find out. Stanhope. No. I'll never help you. Braintree. Disappointing, but the choice is yours. So, okay, it hasn't auto-killed me. That's interesting. I had to get out of here, but what could I do? The chair was rickety. With enough of an impact, it would probably break. Found my coat in the trunk on top of a pile of other coats from Braintree's previous guests. Now that I'm free, I had to contact Luna. But first, I needed to search the place for anything to help end this damn cult. Then I needed to find Serena Shalaner before a brain tree did. Let's take the iron knife. That seems useful. Okay. Good. I think if we probably wouldn't have let you leave if you hadn't have taken everything, I'm hoping. It had taken a lot of talking for Luna to believe me, but eventually, she did. I didn't know what I'd done to particularly deserve such a trusting partner, but I was grateful. I have a lot of items in my inventory now. If everything you said is true, then we need to find Serena. After that, I have no idea, but we'll do it together. Stanhope. Thank you for trusting me, Amelia. Amelia, I trust you enough to help. I'm not sure if I believe you, though. Then why help me? Myria, sometimes you have to take a deep breath and dive in. And I want to make sure you're safe either way. Stanhope, I appreciate it. Stanhope, any ideas on where I should look for Serena? Amelia, you said Braintree was mentioned she would go to somewhere special to her. Do we know enough about her? Do we have any clues? Stanhope, let me think. Stanhope, about the infection. Amelia, as I said the first time you told me, you need to go to the hospital. Stanhope, I don't know if they can even help. Amelia, exactly. You have no idea. Stanhope, later. I'll go later. Amelia. If you say so, I know you better than to try and force you to do anything. Stanhope. I'll keep looking. Amelia, good luck. I decided it may have been worth visiting Abdullah to see if he had any idea about how I could beat this infection that was coursing through me. Also, Braintree hinted that there was something different about Serena, something that caused the horrors I saw in her apartment. Maybe he could help me find out what that was. It may help. The morgue was locked down and crawling with CDC operators. I couldn't see Abdullah anywhere. Masked man. Can I help you, sir? This area is now restricted. Stanhope. Stanhope APD. I'm looking for Dr. Abdullah. Is he here? Masked man. You can't go in, sir. Stanhope. Is he here? Masked man. He's here, but you may want to brace yourself. You can look through the window, but that's all, until we can work out what the infection is. Shit. I just realized that my microphone was muted for that. That's annoying. Tamir, my friend, was dead. A waxy smile stretched across his face. He had been infected by the ropes he had been dissecting. Was I similarly contagious? Was this the fate that awaited me? I needed to find a way to end this. Spencer McCracken. Hello. Stanhope. It's Detective Stanhope. McGregor. The man himself. How goes the case? Stanhope. There's no easy answer to that. McGregor. Who cares for the easy answers anyway? A better question is, I suppose, how are you? Stanhope, tired but determined, I suppose. McGregor, very good. As Thomas Paine would say, it is necessary to the happiness of man that he be mentally faithful to himself. Keep that in mind, and you will succeed. Stanhope. Thank you. Goodbye. Of Dr. Temir Abulov. I'm sorry. I can't take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. I didn't expect him to answer, but, no, it would have been interesting if he had done. Call the woman that's in the place right now. Yes. Also, I figured it would happen. Hello? Ben. Hello, Will. Stanhope. What? I don't Ben. Keep going, Will. You are always stronger than you thought. It's all too much. Ben, trust yourself, Will. You'll make the right decisions. Abigail. Hello? Stanhope. Hi, Abby. Motherfucker, I had them muted again. Abigail, Dad, are you in danger? Stanhope, no. I just need to rest. Abigail, have a day off, Dad. It'll do you good. Stanhope. You're right. Goodbye, Abby. Abigail. Goodbye, Dad. On January 21, 1985, Mr. Christopher Miller disappeared from his home right before the eyes of his terrified teenage daughter. Due to the shock when Drummel and I arrived. In her garbled testimony, she recalled her dad telling her, "I wear no mask," before his body broke into 1,000 pieces of stained glass and vanished. We couldn't find a single trace of him. Miller's wife told us that he had been acting strangely for weeks before this, spending hours alone, studying magazines from an organization called the Church of the Yellow. This church turned out to be a mystery of its own. We traced its registered address to an abandoned post office box filled with unopened letters. Judging by the stamps, most of these letters had been lying there for decades. We found some of the magazines in Miller's office. They were printed on thick yellowed paper that felt like parchment and were almost impossible to read. The text seemed to curve before my eyes, and the sentences were disjointed and cryptic. Looking at these things made my head hurt. The magazines went to the evidence locker, but when we tried to examine them again a few days later, we found they had crumbled to powder as if the pages were thousands of years old. Speaking to May could have given me more of an idea of where Serena Channel or may have been maybe. However, when I checked the gallery, I found that she had already gone to visit her family. I had to try somewhere else. I had no reason to go to Carmen's books, and I was needed to use my time wisely if I was going to find Serena before Braintree. Don't think there's any reason to be in your own apartment, but I figured might as well have a look. Had no reason to yet. Okay. Had no reason to go there either. There's not much places we have a reason to go. And, you seems you can't leave this place without looking. Which is annoying. So is there anything else, Serena? Okay. Yeah. We just need to use the Where Was Serena and the Cobb Bridge. I kind of disliked that because that was just one silly photo that you saw in his apartment or in one of their apartments. That's a bit of a stretch as well. Serena, there's nothing down here for you, buddy. Walk away. So it wasn't just Serena that was still alive, I recognized. The man in front of me was from the Polaroid. Okay. That wasn't Serena. That was, what's his name? Mark Torrance. Stanhope, Mark Torrance. Mark, it doesn't matter how you know me. You need to get lost, man. I'm sick, real sick, and I think it's contagious. Amelia. Jesus Christ. He's infected. Mark, I know there's no coming back from this. My arm is almost gone. I could see the writhing of the roots from under his coat. His face was flushed with swellings of blood. Stanhope, I have the same problem, my friend. Believe me, I will do everything I can to help you. Mark, man, I don't even know you. Stanhope. My name's Detective Stanhope. We're looking for Serena. Mark, what? Amelia, is she here? Mark, I ain't saying nothing. Stanhope, I'm not here to hurt you or her. I just wanna know what's going on and if I can help and help if I can. Mark, why should I trust you, Stanhope? Because I'm infected too. I felt it itching in my veins. We both need to find a way to stop it, but I need your help. We'll just say we've got an ad break coming up in, like, 2 minutes. Two to 3-ish minutes. Anyway, as always, we will pause the game for the 3 minutes. The ads are running. It's a good time to, get some water if you need it. Take your meds if you've forgotten to or just haven't done so yet. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself. Tears rolled back up in the man's eyes, long held back. Mark. Okay. Okay. I wonder if I can run the ad break now just so that we can continue this quickly. It's coming in, like, a minute anyway, so maybe it's no point. But... Stream Manager. Can I do this from my phone? No. It seems like I can't. That's a bummer. We're gonna wait for the ads to start anyway. It shouldn't be too long, like, just a couple more seconds maybe. I'm not sure. I can't remember if it starts quickly after the ad break countdown. I think it's a little bit after. I can't remember how long, though. Therefore, I'm quite enjoying this game, though. Have been a couple of moments where the puzzles have been a little bit more irritating than I would necessarily have liked them to be. Or a little bit I don't know how to put it. Not moon logic why, just... Mark, I wanted to see Serena on Thursday night, like 9 p.m. or something. I haven't heard from her in a couple of days, and she wasn't answering her calls. D given me a key for her apartment button in the elevator, so I was able to let myself in. When I got in there, I could hear sounds above me from her bedroom, sort of scraping, moaning. I thought she was cheating, and I almost fucking left. Maybe if I had, then I wouldn't have ended up like this. I charged up there, ready to say my piece. But then I opened up and I put up the door and I saw. Stanhope, take your time. Mark, Serena's body was strung up on the wall. She was cut up, man, dead, and gone like she had burst. The sound wasn't coming from her. It was coming from something on the floor. Something called up, huge, red and purple, and it called out my name, man. It called out my name. Stanhope. And then? Mark. And then it came towards me. I was terrified, man. I stumbled and fell down the stairs. The thing followed me. Not walking, not crawling, just. I had broken a picture frame when I fell. So I grabbed the glass, picked up a piece, and tried to stab the thing. It spilled blood all over me and let out its howl before it scrabbled away and went into the vents. And then I ran. I went back while he's home, staying out of sight. Stanhope, why didn't you go to the cops? Mark, who the fuck would believe a guy like me? I didn't know what to do. I just wanted to get clean. My hands had been cut from the glass and blood from the thing. The cuts were already itching. When I washed myself, the cut didn't look right. There was string, something. I felt hot, sick, just wrong. Mark, you didn't try and get medical attention? Mark. No, man. No insurance. And, anyway, I knew the cops would be after me when they found Serena, so I needed to just get gone. Any place I could think about hiding out was under here. Me and Serena used to smoke pot here and chat shit falling asleep next to the river. I know. It's dumb. Mark. Sorry. Stanhope. Not at all. Mark in it, she was here when I got here. She called my name again, reached towards me, and I realized, man, it was her. Somehow, that thing was Serena. She had wanted me to help her, and I had stabbed her. Stanhope, how could it be her? Mark, I don't know, man, but I'm telling you, it's like her body was a cocoon and this thing was the butterfly. That's the best I can describe it. But I'm telling you, it's her. It's Serena. Whatever changed her is changing me. I can feel it crawling around inside me. It's always moving. I'm dying. You know? I'm dying. No. Are you in pain? Mark. I can't tell. It's like my body ain't mine no more, but I gotta stay alive for her. Amelia. Serena. Mark. Yet. She's here, and I need to protect her. Stanhope. We're here to help her. To help you, Mark. How? Amelia. We need to see her first. Mark. Okay. But just you. Trench coat. She's terrified as it is. If both of you go, she might run. Amelia. I can wait. You check it out, but be careful. Okay? Well, this isn't disturbing at all. It was too dark ahead, and I had no wish to confront whatever was waiting for me with just a torch. I needed to get the lights on. I could have sworn that I brought my mouse cursor over that box and it didn't let me interact with it. Maybe I'm wrong, and I just went around here. I like that little guy though. He's cool. Alright. It's finally hard to walk. Stand up. Serena? Stanhope. Serena? I'm sorry. It's not Mark. My name is Will. Can you understand me? Serena. March. Well, that is certainly something. Okay. I thought maybe using the iron knife to cut it back like, what's his name had done with me, apparently. Stanhope, Braintree. Braintree. Hello again, Stanhope. It's looked like this benefactor was right to trust your instincts. You led me right to them. Stanhope. If you've hurt Luna, Braintree. She's just unconscious. Let's not escalate this further. Mark, you've got to help us, man. He said he's gonna kill me and Serena. Braintree, purge you. The lives that you knew are long gone anyway. You know that. Mark, you're lying. She's in there, man. I know she is. She's thinking. She's feeling. You gotta help her. Braintree. The best help I can give her is to burn her. Without a connection to the roots, she will never ascend. She will continue to live in physical agony, tied to a form between the two worlds. There was no emotion in his features. It was as if he had decided on what meal he was going to have. Stanhope, you said you could help her. Braintree. That is the most that can be done for her and for the rest of Ashfield. Ma's condition is testament to what will happen if she can be allowed to exist. If her blood is now purged, neither of them can be allowed near others, or this will spread out of control. Mark, fuck you, man. I won't let you do anything to her or me at Braintree. Stay where you are. Stan Stanfield. Stanhope. Stanhope. Braintree. Drop it. Braintree. Show him, Torrance. Show him what you have become. Mark, fuck you. Braintree. Take off the blanket. Mark, happy, you son of a bitch. Braintree. Now you see it, you know what needs to be done. Make the right choice. Goddamn, another choice. I'm not sure which one to make. I'm kinda currently heading towards helping Mark just because it did seem that Serene, and though in an unusual form, still able to have some intelligence, if that makes sense. Plus also, you know, Braintree has just been an absolute dick. So I kind of want to also fuck up the Slenderman guy's plans. So I'm gonna save here. Maybe we'll come back to this and make the other choices. Braintree. You've seen Serena? Stanhope. Yes. Mark, you gotta help her. Stanhope. We will. Braintree. Stanhope, Braintree. The way she is now, what's left of her, what can we do? Braintree. I intend to burn her. Okay. It's just playing through this again, I think. Yeah. Stanhope, good riddance. Mark, oh god. What do we do to deserve this shit? Stanhope, no idea, my friend. She was out cold. I needed to get her medical attention. Stanhope, I'm going to call an ambulance and CDC. Mark, I don't become a lab rat, man. Stanhope, I know that, but I don't know how to fix this. We've got to try anything we can. Mark, I hope you're all right. Braintree had dropped a letter. It was written in a delicate, cursed script. Carmen's books, midnight. I look forward to meeting you again. It had to be from the benefactor. Looked at the fleshy leaves that were consuming torrents, staring directly into my own future if I didn't do something. Stanhope, tell the paramedics what happened here. Mark, wait. Aren't you waiting for them? Stanhope, there's something I need to do. Good luck, Torrance. I hope it works out. Mark. That evening, the rain finally ended. The air had developed a chill rolling off the riverbanks and across the countryside. I knew where I had to go. A hundred questions clamored for attention in my mind. Was brain injury right? Was Braintree right? Would I be able to stop whatever is growing within me? Was Heather somehow alive, trapped beyond the gate? Was entertaining the question an indication of how far I had gone? What was I going to do when I met the benefactor? And then I realized, in the end, the only question that mattered was this. Was I happy? Wait. Lucas Carmine was the benefactor? Oh, shit. He's part of the group too. Lucas, you came. He said you would. He always knows. Stanhope. So you're a part of this cult? Lucas, there is no cult. It's a church. You're struggling to understand, aren't you? Stanhope, don't fucking patronize me. Lucas, not my intention at all. No. Not at all. I want to help you, my friend. Stanhope, we'll see. Stanhope. Where is he? Where is the benefactor? Lucas below. You have been invited. You are so lucky, my friend. Stanhope. Lucky? Is that what you call it? Lucas. Oh, my boy. You have no idea. Stanhope, this poison, this ink, do you know what it does to people? Lucas. Oh, yes. It brings happiness. Stanhope. It makes people change. Lucas. Only if they wish it. I myself have been given the ink, yet I prefer not to blossom. There are too many books still to read, you see. When the time comes that I am satisfied, I will join the roots and blossom. For the moment, I am happy to delay that gratification. Besides, I must help others to experience this gift. Stanhope, I'm leaving. Lucas, bless you, my friend. Bless you. We're in a dark cellar, it seems. The wall had been damaged and revealed a previously hidden area. The chains were very old and more rust than metal now. Who had been chained here and why? Well, these guys look friendly. It was a huge stone statue of a familiar silhouette, a depiction of organic fusion plant and flesh melded into an unholy avatar. Detective William Stanhope, thank you for coming. Wait. Spencer McGregor is the guy? Stanhope. Spencer McGregor. Spencer, it's beautiful, isn't it? As majestic as it is the one that was burned at Los Gato. I know you must have many questions. There is enough time for all of them. For my part, I have just one question that I will ask when the time is right. So ask, and I will answer. Stanhope, I've had enough of riddles. Tell me who you are. Spencer. My name is Spencer McGregor. I was born in a small town in Massachusetts 1843 to a poor but kind family. I worked hard to improve their lot. You can be sure of that. I was fortunate enough to grow up in both the Industrial and the New England Revolutions. Business nourished my family, and literature nourished my soul. Stanhope, 1843. Do you expect me to believe this? Spencer, all I can do is present you the truth. It is up to you if you wish to believe it. As the years passed, my business continued to survive. I met Clara, and we were married in the spring of 1871. When she revealed that I was to be a father, I found a new meaning to happiness. And then, when both of them perished during childbirth, a new meaning of despair. That is when I first began to look for an escape. Devoted more and more time to my studies, devouring every book that I could get my hands on. The rarer, the better. When I bought Dreams of the Pale Queen by Hector Rufus from an auction in New York, I knew that I had found something very special. As my friend, it was possible at best. I asked my good friend, Anton Carmine, the original owner of the bookshop above us, to translate it. He began to dream of a far garden, the red lands where she waits and the black gate. I can only assume that the book was written with the same ink that now courses through your veins. Studying hope. What is it? So. The ink, it is sap, my friend. Sap born from the trees that grow within that realm. And if you dream long enough, you are able to bring something back. Carmine broke off a root and awoke with it. It has. And awoke with it in his hand. He was eager to have a companion on his journey, so he invited me for dinner, took the sap, and mixed it with wine, and fed it to me. That night, I dreamed of my Clara again, but this dream was so vivid, so real, and all I wished was to remain there. I had found happiness again. Carmen and I discussed the next steps as were outlined in the original Dreams of the Pale Queen. Carmine was convinced that if we were exposed to enough of the sap, our physical forms would blossom, and our consciousness would pass over into the Red Lands. It would have been so simple for me to agree to his plan. But with such a gift, should we really seek to keep it to ourselves? If we moved on, would we ever discover the secret again? I asked for more time to consider, but Carmen's mind was made up despite the fact that he was leaving his own wife and child behind. Whatever he had seen in the Redlands was truly his heart's desire, and he would not be deterred. This hunger drove him to madness. Fearing that I would try and stop him, he attacked me. Well, I have never been a man to whom violence came easily, and he was easily able to overpower me. I thought he would kill me, but something stayed his hand. He still wished for me to blossom, so he chained me in the cellar until the process could be completed and walled us in to make sure that screaming could not be heard. He changed before my eyes, binding with the root. The root sought me out, begging to join with him, but something held me in place. It was the iron in the chains binding me to this world I could not ascend. Eventually, the roots changed, rotted, and died. And yet, due to the sap, I could not die. It coursed through me over the years, changed me, filled me. I became the blood of the tree trapped in a world that had forgotten me. In the bookshop above me, the Carmine family line moved on generation after generation. I remained there, trapped until the floodwaters finally freed me. Two brothers, Larry and Vincent Moscato, were sent down by Lucas Carmine, Anton's grandson, to assess the damage. They found me delirious, floating in the water. Thinking that I'd been trapped by the man who had hired them, they rushed to free me. I felt the power course through my veins as soon as the iron was gone. I showed my saviors this secret that had kept me alive. I granted them a glimpse of the Crimson Garden. In return, they told me of their world, of this unkind future that I found myself stranded in. I became saddened to learn that society still left behind its poorest, the least fortunate. I vowed to lead those poor souls to their happiness. This meant that I had to resist ascending myself, as I needed to be the guide that would lead others to the far garden. The Los Gatto brothers told me of an abandoned factory that had been left to them by their father. It was out of the church, a place for my acolytes, the deserving, to go through the necessary changes in peace. But you destroyed it all. It took me many years to heal from the flames, and anger burned in my heart. I called at the earth, digging out these tunnels over the following years, creating a new church hidden from those that would harm us. I begged my queen for the strength to enact my revenge. But she spoke to me. She spoke of forgiveness, that you had only done what you had thought was right to save others. And what kind of a monster would I be if I had not listened? And that was why I gave her gift, my blood, to you, my former enemy. Stanhope, you did all this as a gift? I'm here to usher others to heaven, and then doing so deny myself that wonder. I know you think I'm nothing but a beast, but that could not be further from the truth. I offer you the hand of friendship. Stanhope, why the hell would I accept after all that has happened, after you poisoned me? Because I offer you what was lost, Stanhope. My blood is in your veins. I know of your wife, of her life being cut short. The Pale Queen could give her back to you. Stanhope. Impossible. McGregor, Stanhope, I have never lied to you, not once. Stanhope. And if I accept, McGregor, I will help you fight to blossom, and you will find happiness once again. It is your time to choose. Oh, I have 4 options. I think I do anyway. Okay. So we've got 4 options. One of them looks like it might be joining McGregor. So I'm assuming that's joining McGregor as in accepting going along with him, but not taking the seed, the plant stuff. As this one seems to be going back to your wife, so, presumably, that's not staying with him, but ascending, flowering, blossoming, if you will, if as they called it. Third one seems to be a gun to attacking, McGregor maybe. Well, the fourth one also seems to be a gun, but pointing in the opposite direction. So I'm not sure what the differences between those two are. One of them has a gun. One of them has a hand. I thought that one might have actually been that plant over there, that what I thought was a hand, and I think maybe it is a hand, but that's meant to be a knife next to it. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with the blue one for now. Stanhope, of course, I want Heather back. I loved and still love her with all my heart, but her marriage was over long before she died. She is not mine to have, and it would not be right to bring her back. This tree, your powers, they should not exist in this world, and it is up for me to stop you. McGregor. So be it. We do have an outbreak coming up in about minutes. McGregor, pathetic. I don't know if I shot wrong there or you have to die, or maybe I don't, I'm not sure. After everything you were given, you throw it all away. I had such hopes. Okay. So I thought I had done wrong there, but maybe not. I could feel the vines constricting around me. I could barely breathe. I needed to think of something quickly. Okay. I do have my iron knife. I managed to pull the iron knife from my pocket and swung my arm towards the creature that stood before me. An otherworldly visceral scream erupted from the thing's mouth. McGregor fell to the floor, his eyes frozen, his life pouring from what was left of his twisted body. As the blood drained from his corpse, the roots that surrounded me and the tree before me began to rot and die. I ran as fast as I could, climbing up through these monstrous caves and back into the cellar. It was over. But then my head began to swim. Whatever was inside me was drawing new life from my body. There was no way out. This infection could not be allowed to leave this cellar. Abigail, I'm sorry. Reverend, would anyone like to say any last words? Amelia. I would. I've knew Will Stanhope for many years. He is one of the best detectives, one of the best people that I've ever known. I wish he had more time. I can't pretend to know what he was going through at the end, but I knew that whatever he did, he would have done it for the right reasons. Reverend, thank you. Abigail? Abigail, I don't know what to say. Reverend, say anything you want. He was your father. Abigail, I'm sorry. I wish our last talk had been longer. I wish I'd known you better. I wish. I wish there's a point to wishing. Goodbye, Dad. We are gonna go for a break shortly. We will be continuing after the break and having a look at some of the other endings. And then after that, we might spin to see what the next game is. Oh, that was a very quick cut. So first, we're gonna go work backwards. So from last choices, we're gonna look through all of the choices, then gonna go seeing what happens if you shoot market third of Braintree. Mark, if you drew Braintree instead of Mark. If you shoot Braintree instead of Mark. And then maybe looking through the historian and going back through that, seeing what happens if you take the other option. I can't remember what that was, but I remember there was a choice. Maybe there wasn't much of a choice there. I don't know. Okay. We should be back. So, yeah, let's go and have a look at the other choices that we could have chosen. So that one is shooting, what's his name? McGregor. This one also seems to be shooting, but it also seems to have that knife. Okay. I can't pick that one. The other ones are joining him or going with your wife. I can pick those. I think I would prefer to do the joining rather than going with the wife especially because of what he said, their marriage ended prior to her death, it seemed. Ever since Heather died, I've been lost. And I could accept my offer to try and find her and myself. But how long would that last and why? McGregor. Yes. Stanho. Why should I be the only one who gets this blessing? I saw the man's eyes welling up with tears. McGregor, please help me then. Let us usher in the gift of the Pale Queen into this world together. Stanho, thank you for coming. Abigail, it's okay. You said you wanted to talk? Stanho, to apologize. Abigail. Alright. Stanho. I should have been there for you more. Heather's death, she left you as much as she left me. I threw myself into my work because it's easier than talking. I thought life was that simple. Follow the rules, get the result. But I know it isn't like that now. You have to try and you have to keep on trying, and it may never get better, but you keep trying. Abigail, Dad? Stanho, please let me try and be a father again. Abigail, I don't know what to say, Stanho. Say whatever you want. That's your right. Abigail. Yes. Stanho. Thank you, Abby. Abigail. So what now? Shall we go for a walk? Stanhope. That sounds good. But first, I just have one more question. Abigail. Yeah? Stanhope. Abby, are you happy? Okay. Let's see if we can pick the last one or if that's gonna be locked off too. Okay. So, no, it was just the very last one that we couldn't pick. Because of the choices that we made with how we answered questions or stuff throughout the game. Maybe you need to do a certain number of each of them to get that type, and I never did any of that one, I think. Stanhope, ever since Heather died, I've been lost. But it started before then. When we divorced, I would give anything, sacrifice everything to have her back. McGregor, then Stanhope. I accept McGregor. So be it. Stanhope. Heather? Heather, you were dreaming. Stanhope, I thought I'd lost you. Heather, what? What do you mean? Stanhope, you were gone and everything, it all went wrong. Heather, well, enough of the doom and gloom. Look at that view. Heather, I know you want to go for that job as a detective, but do we really need the money? All we need is each other, Stanhope. You're right. There is nowhere I would rather be in this than right here, right now with you. They were all really quite good endings, aside from that last one, which I obviously didn't get a chance to see. So let's have a look at some of the other things we could have shot, we could have chosen. That's the shooting option. I'll just skip through all of this again. See what happens if you shoot Mark instead. Braintree, you made the right choice. Stanhope. I hope so. Braintree, You don't need to stay for the rest. I know it will be distressing. Meet me at Carmen's Books at midnight. It is time for you to meet the benefactor. Okay. So not much actually happens after that. It's a thing that cuts out a bit of the game. I don't know if we can go back and quickly play through it to see if we can get the last ending. Can't remember how many speech choices there were. No, I don't think we will. I don't know. I kinda like not knowing as well. I might do that off stream and include that as part of the YouTube VOD upload maybe. So, yes. Right now, we're gonna go and pick the next game we're gonna be playing on Tuesday since this one is now done. Well, I don't have this open. I don't have the spinner wheel open because I wasn't expecting to finish the game list on this stream. So give me one moment.